Alright, so let's start off by looking at Treadmill Trainer FBI2, one of the newest fat burning interval workouts. I want to give you a kind of a walkthrough of the workout structure here, just to give you a little bit more information. So as you can see here, this is the breakdown of the workout. And the workout in total, the workout including the warm-up, 2 interval sections, and the cool-down is only 32 minutes. And you don't have to do the whole 32 minutes. You can do one section if you want, then you can do the other section on another time if you want, or you could do both. You could do the whole workout. It's totally up to you. And I kind of give you guidance throughout the workout as to what you can do. So I want to start off by just kind of walking you through this. So we start off with 5 minutes of a progressive warm-up. So this is a warm-up where we progressively increase your speed to get you ready for the first interval section, which is called the rookie agent intervals. And this is a cool, I'm just going to zoom in here. This is a cool little section because it's a nice segue into these short, intense intervals. And as you can see, the intensity bars here, so these indicate 100% intensity at the very top, so this relates to 100%, so this is very close to that. And so the rookie agent intervals, you're going to be doing 20 intervals, or 20 sprints, that last 6 seconds with 30 seconds in recovery. Okay, so the idea with the whole FBI series is it's kind of like a double entendre. So the FBI meaning fat burning intervals, and at the same time we're playing on this whole theme about special agents like FBI, rogue agents, Navy SEALs, James Bond. So each interval section has a cool little theme to it. So this interval section, because I'm going to quote unquote say it's a little bit easier because there's more recovery time, we call it the rookie agent intervals. So that's 12 minutes. And again, that in and of itself is more than enough of a workout for most people. If you're more advanced, like some of our Treadmill Trainer clients, and you may want to move on to the Navy SEAL Challenge. So before that, I give you a 2-minute rest. So you have 2 minutes between each section to kind of recover. You can walk it out, jog it out. And again, you can use this workout on any other cardio machine as well. Yes, this is part of the Treadmill Trainer running series, but still, I've made a couple indications throughout the workout to say that you can use this on any other cardio machine as well, because on the treadmill, this workout is probably not the best workout to do on the treadmill. As you can see, these 8 seconds of work, 12 seconds of work, 6 seconds of work. That's very tough for the treadmill to adapt to very quickly. On a bike or elliptical, you can change speeds almost instantaneously. But these workouts, from a running perspective, are really meant for outdoor running. Okay, so if you're on the track or anywhere else, these are perfectly fine. Otherwise, you can do them on any other cardio machine, jumping rope, and it's all good. So the second section in this FBI2 workout is the Navy SEAL Challenge. And I've termed it the Navy SEAL Challenge because even a Navy SEAL would be honored and proud to finish this section. So I'm going to warn you ahead of time. This is a tough section, but again, it doesn't matter. You don't have to be the fittest person in the world to do this. You just have to have the will to push yourself for 10 minutes. That's all it is 10 minutes. 8 seconds of work, 12 seconds recovery. And this workout, all of the intervals, as you can see, are full out effort. Okay? So if you've never worked out before and you're the ultimate couch potato, your 8 seconds at 100% might be a brisk jog. For somebody else, like Usain Bolt, that's going to be a full out, sub 10-second sprint. Okay? So just want you to understand that these don't discriminate based on fitness level, these fat burning workouts. All they do is, I want you to understand that they are not easy, they are tough, but as long as you're able to put in the work, and again, you'll have me on your headphones for this workout, they're amazingly rewarding. So, and then we finish that off, so that's a 10-minute section there, and we finish that off with a 5-minute cool down afterwards, and that is our FBI2 workout. So again, any fitness level is able to do this, and I'm just going to show you FBI3 here, which is the other workout that we've just released. And as you can tell, there's a little bit of a difference here. Okay, so you'll notice first off that all the intervals are not necessarily the same intensity as they were in FBI2. And before I get into the workout structure, you might be asking, okay, well, Yuri, what's the difference between FBI1 and FBI2? Like, do I have to be a certain fitness level or... and not really. The only difference we have 3 FBI workouts, FBI 1, 2, and 3. 2 and 3 we just released today. The difference between the 3 of them really is in the variation and the variety that they offer. So as an example, FBI 1, which was our first FBI workout that we released a little while ago, features intervals of 10 and 20 seconds. Okay, FBI 2 obviously is featuring these shorter, different types of intervals: 6 seconds on, 30 seconds off, 8 seconds on, 12 seconds off. And if you remember, based on a lot of the stuff we talked about this past week, these are intervals that have been used in many, many different studies to show how powerful they are in terms of reducing overall body fat, as well as reducing belly fat as well, in numerous different populations. And not only that, I mean, I've used this with myself and with tons of different clients, athletes, as well as everyday people. So there really isn't, I mean, FBI 2, FBI 3, it's not like you have to be that much fitter for FBI 3. It's just a matter of, I would recommend using actually all 3 of these workouts, because you get the best variety and you can just kind of cycle them through. So one day you do FBI 1, the next day you do FBI 3, 2, you just kind of change it up, and that's the way your body wants to adapt. It's the best way to avoid plateaus and to maximize results. Okay, so let's move on to FBI 3. Same idea here. We start off with a 5-minute progressive warm-up. Okay, so you can see the intensity bars just slowly but surely increasing. We start off the first interval section with what I like to call these the KGB Kremlinvals. I don't know. I like coming up with new names, and a little while ago I came up with a new name called Sprintervals for one of our previous treadmill trainer workouts. This one is KGB Kremlinvals. So it's a combination of the KGB, which is their special agency over in Russia. The Kremlin is like their headquarters, and intervals, obviously, so we combine them and call them the Kremlinvals. So, I like to have fun with this stuff. It makes exercise more enjoyable. So this interval section is comprised of 2 6-minute bouts separated by 1-minute recovery. So you have 24 seconds just below your sprinting speed or your fastest possible running speed or exercise speed, and 36 seconds to recover. Okay, so 70% is just basically like a nice, easy recovery pace. And we repeat that 6 times for 6 minutes. 1 minute off, we repeat that one more time. So 13 minutes of work in that first interval section. Then I give you about 90 seconds to recover. Then we move on to the Rogue Agent Refresher. Now, for those of you who've done fat burning intervals 1, you'll remember the Rogue Agent intervals. Well, this is kind of like a rogue agent has inserted himself back into this workout to kind of remind you of what those intervals were all about. So 10 seconds at 100%, so the full out effort, full sprint. 20 seconds to recover. This is your typical Tabata protocol, if you want to call it that. We multiply that 8 times. We do 8 of those sprints, and that gives us 4 minutes of work. That's the second section. Then we have 90 seconds off, so this little kind of recovery here. And then we move to possibly my favorite nomenclature for an interval section yet. It's called From Lactate with Love. And if you remember one of the James Bond movies, I think it was called From Russia with Love, or maybe it was just a general movie that was named that. Well, that was kind of the inspiration for this From Lactate with Love third interval section. Now, the reason it's called that is because we're working for 2 minutes at 85 to 90%, so it's below your fastest possible speed, but it's in that zone and that length of time where you're going to start producing lactic acid. You're also going to have 3 minutes to recover, so plenty of time to rid those muscles of lactic acid, and we're going to do that 4 times for a total of 20 minutes. So I've talked about the fact that lactic acid inhibits the ability of the cells to use fat, and that's true. But at the same time, there's actually, as I mentioned this week, there's been specific studies looking at people with type 2 diabetes and overweight individuals who've done this exact protocol and have led to the greatest decrease in abdominal belly fat. So that's why I've thrown this in there, to really kind of tap into that little bit longer duration interval to really maximize the metabolic effects of working at a higher intensity for a little bit longer period of time. So the biggest difference between FBI 1 and FBI 2 is the duration of the intervals. Okay, these are a little bit longer, 24 seconds, 36. The 10 and 20 obviously just kind of like an interlude, and the 2 minutes and 3 minutes is a little bit longer than obviously FBI 2, which is 8 seconds, 12 seconds, and 6 seconds and 30 seconds. So those are the two big differences between the workouts, and as I mentioned before, it's all about variety, and that's why we've kind of packaged them together in this for this special weekend offer, so that you can use both of them, right? You're going to get the most benefit if you use, for instance, FBI 1 today, FBI 3 in 2 days from now, and so forth. And just to finally kind of answer 1 or 2 more questions, in terms of the frequency of using these, 2 to 3 times a week max. So give yourself 24 to 48 hours rest in between each workout. You don't want to overdo the intervals because they're very mentally, emotionally, and physically taxing. And you'll get great results just with 2 runs a week or 2 workouts a week using these FBI workouts. So hopefully that's helped you out. Remember, get started today. Special 38% discount. just for my subscribers and clients. It's my way of saying thank you for using my workouts and then kind of entrusting me with your fitness and health, and to celebrate the release of these awesome new workouts. You're going to love these. And remember, this discount ends this Sunday night. So on Monday, these are going to be going back to the regular price of individually $19.95 each. You can get them now for $24.95. That's nothing for the two of them combined. That's 38% off the regular price. And I really hope that you get started today. You're going to love them, and I look forward to seeing you in the run.